What's up, you guys? So I'm finally back with another YouTube video. So today's a little weird because I'm staring at what I think is going to be an absolute disaster. My camera just died, so I'm filming this on my iPhone, but I don't have an iPhone tripod, so there's just a lot happening in front of me. I'm a little nervous that something is going to fall over and all of this stuff is going to break in front of me. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, so let's try and get this done as soon as I possibly can. So in today's video, I decided to do kind of like a sophomore recap. I'm pretty sure I did one of these last year for freshman year. I'm almost positive, like I distinctly remember doing it. I don't know if I just did it at the semester or if I did it at the end of the year, but I did something like this. So like I said, this is a little awkward because it's on my iPhone, so I'm really sorry about the quality. But before I even get into this, I did get some lights and I'm super excited about that. So I hope you can kind of tell like a little bit of difference. I know it's on my iPhone, definitely decreases the quality, but hopefully when I get my camera charger, which is back at school because I have to go to school tomorrow to take a final and I left some stuff there, then I will film another video. I don't know what yet, but I'll film another video and hopefully you can definitely tell the quality. I was practicing a little bit earlier and it looks so good. Anyway, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about sophomore year. So for those of you who don't know, right kind of towards the beginning of sophomore year, it definitely was a struggle. If you guys watched any of my Vlogmas videos, you probably heard me talk about it a little bit. But my family and I were definitely struggling a little bit as my sophomore year kind of kicked off. Everything seemed to be going pretty okay, but then out of nowhere, Pudge got really sick. And we weren't sure what was wrong with him. Eventually we took him to the vet again and they did some x-rays and they were like, well, he has 3 tumors. And we're like, where did that even come from? So it was kind of too late for surgery, which really sucked. Unfortunately, not only was that super expensive, but he was too far along to where if we would have paid all this money to have a surgery, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. He probably would have died anyway. So we kind of just cherished the last moments that we had with him. Pudge was and will probably always be the best dog that I have ever had. Pudge was just the greatest. He was the biggest teddy bear I've ever met. He loved absolutely everybody. He was great even as a puppy, which is crazy. So it was definitely really hard for my family and I to go through this. It was especially hard because of what was happening at the time. So yes, Pudge had cancer. And my mom is a cancer survivor, as some of you probably know if you've stuck around in my life for long enough. And my mom was going through a very important surgery at the time. She was treating herself to a reconstructive surgery. My mom was going through this like redemption stage. We're losing my dog to cancer. It's so weird. I see it as like Pudge taking the cancer from my mom and like sacrificing himself, because if also you don't know this, we got Pudge around the time that my mom was diagnosed. She probably started going through chemo when we got Pudge. So they were super close because when my mom was going through chemo and was out of work and here at home, she was with Pudge and she was the one training Pudge, so they were super close. So I think a lot about that situation, and it leaves me kind of at peace, but it also puts a really big hole in my heart. Fortunately enough, you know, we're all doing much better. For those of you who haven't, you know, kept up to date on my social media, we did get a new dog. His name is Max, Maximus. I picked out the name. He's beautiful. He kind of looks like Pudge, but he's a little bit more Mastiff than Lab, whereas Pudge was more Lab than Mastiff. They're very good dogs, so we decided to just get the same sort of breed. Max is the total opposite of Pudge. He is damn near a devil. So it's gonna be really hard to train him. It already is. He loves to chew on everything. He doesn't understand the concept of no. He's just very puppy, whereas when we got Pudge, he was no puppy. He was like a full-grown man. He was just never bad and always just an angel. And I love Max to death, but they're definitely non-comparable. We're eternally grateful. So that's kind of my little spiel. While all of that is going on, I'm just dealing with a lot myself personally, just a lot of like mental health issues and relationship issues, and so my parents and I decided that it was time to put myself into some counseling, which the school actually provided for free, which was amazing. So I took advantage of that and I made an appointment, and it totally sucked because I wasn't able to get in for 4 more weeks. and then I had to go to Christmas break, so I didn't even have an appointment until like, I think I had an appointment and then it was Christmas break, so I just had like my intake. So it was just kind of like gathering up all my information and like taking a few like tests and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm about to sneeze. I love allergies. Anyway, so all I got to do was just kind of take like my intake appointment, and I really didn't get much established. So a lot of that happened after Christmas break, and so in the 2018 like part of the year, so the second semester of my sophomore year. So I definitely want to say that counseling really helped me. I definitely got to work with a lot of internal things, and I got to work and deal with a lot of like my issues and my problems and get to like the bottom of things and just talk to somebody when I was dealing with something that was a little hard. I still had my friends and my family to like talk to when things were like happening or bothering me, but this counselor that I saw every week, you know, she was very helpful. Eventually my appointments, you know, I made a lot of progress, and then we were able to do bi-weekly. And then on my last appointment of this semester, she decided, you know, I think you're doing very well, and it seems to me that you think you're doing very well, so how would you feel if we like terminated this process? You know, you don't have to come to us next semester unless you feel like you want to. I want you to take the summer and just kind of like relax and work on the things that we talked about, and I thought that was a great idea. You know, I don't want to say counseling cured everything. Like, I definitely am still, you know, I have these episodes where I get like very lonely and very paranoid and very depressed. Still happens, like doesn't mean I'm cured from everything. I'm a human, I'm going to cry, I'm going to have emotions, but it definitely helped me deal with, you know, a lot of my internal anger and a lot of my just like relationship issues, and just, you know, get through the problems that I was facing at school. And I loved it, and I definitely recommend that if your school has a free service like this, definitely take advantage of it because it is free. And if your school, you know, charges for a service like this, I'd still recommend, if you are even thinking about it, just go to a few sessions. You know, it might be worth it. Even if it's, you know, a little bit of money, it's probably better for you in the long run, because I think that if I didn't go to counseling, I mean, who knows what would have happened. I think I would have just dug myself into like a deeper, more of a depression hole than I was already in. Thank you for everybody for kind of like pushing me to take that step, and now I'm pushing you to take that step if you really do need it, because it helps. It definitely doesn't cure everything, but it helps. Despite going to counseling, there's still things that I definitely need to work on, and I just need to definitely work on learning to accept things that I cannot change, because it's definitely just out of my control, and it's something that is very hard for me to accept and very hard for me to kind of go with, because I'm not the type of person. I like to change things that kind of don't make sense or aren't okay. Like, that's just always been the kind of person that I am. I was essentially kicked out of a friend group that I had, and this was all happening last semester with Pudge and my mom and like all these issues that I was trying to deal with. So it was really hard for me to deal with this at the time. It's hard for me to not kind of know why any of this happened, and it bothered me a lot, and it's definitely bothered me still some today. But definitely not as much, because I was able to go to counseling and able to like talk it out, and just kind of also have like my friends around me that I still had to like talk about it, and even my mom and Jackson. But it definitely was really bothering me. I was put into like a really low point in my life. I was blaming myself for literally everything that had happened. You know, I really wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, so when I did get to sleep, I couldn't even sleep through a full night because I was having nightmare after nightmare, and it was just a really miserable time for me. Numerous times I found myself crying on the bathroom floor. You know, I really truly just blamed myself, and I hated myself for everything that I was going through, and I blamed myself for losing all these friendships and these relationships. Right now I'm trying to learn and accept the fact that I may never know what happened and what went wrong, and it's probably going to sting for the rest of my life. But like I said, there's really nothing that I can do to change things that can't be changed, or change people that don't want to be changed. And it's really hard to accept that. I still have like a lot of great friends that surround me, and I couldn't even thank them enough. Like, I was going through a really, really hard time, and those people helped a lot. I became super close with I call her one of my best friends now, the girl that I work with at the Torch office. Her name is Taylor. We were co-editors for the section Features and A&E, and we just grew super close. We've been called twins by a lot of people in the office, so we call each other twins. We do kind of look alike, which is kind of weird. We're very similar, both comm majors, and we love journalism, obviously. And so Taylor and I, you know, Taylor, if you're watching this, like, you honestly mean so much to me. Like, our friendship, I value so much. Like, I didn't know coming to Valpo that I would find somebody like you, and I did. And I'm so happy that I get to work so closely with you, because it's just like a dream come true. Taylor became editor-in-chief of The Torch, so she's going to take over that position next year, and I could not be more proud of her. She's going to make a great EIC, and it's literally going to burn when she graduates, because Taylor and I are the same age, but she is graduating early because she came in with like a lot of credits. So she'll be leaving me pretty early, and I'm not ready for it, so I'm not going to think about it, especially because it's a year away. Luckily enough for me, Taylor is very close this summer. She took an internship in Valpo, so I am able to go to her. She's able to come to me, and I will be seeing her a lot this summer. So Taylor, I'm so grateful for you and all of the Coca-Cola and all of the movies that we went to and all of the late Thursday nights. Girl, you're awesome. Going more towards the positive, I also received my little Sarah. Sarah is amazing. Love her to death, and I'm so happy to like have her as a little. She's definitely more than just like a Kappa Delta sister to me. We hang out a lot, and she's been there for me for a lot already. Even only knowing her for a short amount of time. It's been a great semester with Sarah, and I'm ready for like a whole school year with her. So Sarah, if you're watching this, just know that I have endless love for you, little, and I think you're amazing, and you're going to be a great nurse. Other than that, like I said, I'm dealing with Pudge's death like a little bit better. You know, I have Max now, and I'm really happy to be home for the summer. I seriously just had like a up and down roller coaster of a year, and worked on a lot of things, like I said, but I'm just ready to kind of relax. I'm ready to be home with Max and like my brother and Jackson and my family, ready to go back to the place that I love working. I'm ready to see all my home friends, and like I said, Taylor is really close. My other best friend, Callie, is also very close. She accepted an internship. All my friends have internships this summer, and I got rejected from all of them that I applied for, another thing, but I'm definitely over that. I'm just gonna, you know, work this summer and get an internship next summer, you know? But Callie also got an amazing internship. She is going to be an electrical engineer, so she is really smart. She's internshipping with like some kind of company like that, but she's also very close because Callie's from Minnesota, so I was not going to see her at all this summer, but lucky enough for me, she's about another 20 to 30 minute drive after Valpo, so she's still like not that far. So I'll definitely be seeing Callie, and I'm super excited because she's living in her own apartment, so props to her for being an adult. I don't think I can handle doing that right now. I'd be scared. I still sleep with like a nightlight. Like, I'm scared of the dark. So that's great. Anyway, Callie, I'm so excited to spend a great summer with you. I know I'm going to see you. Of course, we're going to Kesha this summer. Kesha is happening. I'm so excited. Callie and Allison and I are going to see Kesha. I cannot wait. This is what I've been waiting for. My woman. I'm so excited to see her, and I'm so excited to have these two great girls come along with me. Other than that, a little bit about school. I'm still waiting for some finals to come through. Like I said, I have another one tomorrow, woo. But I'm finally done with my religion courses, which definitely really kicked my butt this semester. They just make them so hard, personally, and that's what I believe about Valpo. But I'm done with that, you know. I passed all of the other finals / classes that I have been graded, so that's good. I'm very excited for junior year, and you know, sophomore year was pretty brutal. Definitely kind of kicked my butt. I feel like I hit rock bottom and dealt with a lot of different things, but I'm ready to have this like redemption summer and just kind of like work a little bit harder on me. Lastly, I'm really excited about reviving my channel a little bit because with everything that happened, I just kind of like gave up on it and gave up on my blog. So I'm very excited to kind of revive both of those things and bring them back into my life because it's something that I really enjoy and I really want to get back into. And I'm hoping to kind of grow my following a little bit and just get a little bit more serious about everything. I also just want to say thank you for everyone, you know, sticking around and sticking through all of my drama and like my emotions and all these meltdowns that I've been having, and it just really means a lot to have all these people surrounding me. But that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I kind of have been going off of a little bit of a script here on my iPad that looks like it was about everything. So thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you to everybody who's kind of been a rock in my life recently. You guys are all amazing, and I can't wait to kind of make you guys proud again. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!